how are you doing? So it's time for a shave and a review of this Earnest James of Sheffield, England, the Longshanks, Mark 001, I think it was. Unless I'm mistaken, I will pop it up there. Let's see. It comes in this beautiful case, probably fox leather. Smells like leather. Has very nice velvet inside, and you can have up to 2 razors in here at the same time. This will help you not scratch it open. So if you are a new wet shaver, I'm not. You want to stay away from these ones. So you get more experience, stay away from these ones probably too. But we can try this Perma Sharps today, Super. I think those are the blades that are less sharp, or they're not so sharp. So it has secured in there. It's very shiny, long handle. Similar length to my Longfellow perhaps, and some Mercures, and I just give it a dip in here. This kills bacteria and so on, just for good measure. Not that I don't trust manufacturer or anybody. There. So we shave and a review today. So what you want to do when you want to shave is you want to take a good shower, and then perhaps wash your face with something like this, face wash. And you can wet your face again after you come back to the sink, and then you can put on either some Pro Raso pre-shave. If you don't have a pre-shave, you can use a thick skin cream like Nivea. I use about that size. Others use quite a lot more. This can protect your face for cuts if you're afraid of that. Most think it's just maybe hydrates your face and so on. I'm not exactly sure. In the beginning I used it just to prevent cuts mostly. But it can be really good to prep the skin before the shave though. In my opinion, your mileage may vary. We're gonna take out the Perma Sharp blade. So, yeah, a new razor. Mostly this channel is vintage razors, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to try something new out. When I was contacted on Instagram, I was surprised and happy because I really appreciate it. They say today nothing is free. Well, I got this razor for free, but I must do a video and something like that, and I'm glad they do that because that's what I do on this channel anyway. So I forget. I get so you, let's see, you take the blade out, be careful, it's sharp, and you place it over. I just press it a little bit down there. Hold it on the sides here. They can be sharp, so some use towel. Put on the head the right way. So, and then you screw on. So let's see. Yep, looks about even. So yeah, I was really grateful I got the opportunity to do a review and this razor. And they sent it to me because my channel isn't that big, and so on, and not that many subscribers. I have some now, thank you for that. And if you are new to the channel, press the subscribe and bell icon and like. So I'm using my old school rad, and guys that knows what rad means in the wet shaving world, razor acquisition disorder. I guess I have that too. I just pulled the plug on a new razor too, actually, by the way, but I'm not going to tell yet what it is, so it will be a surprise. And I will do a review of that one too, which many others have. So let's lather up, and I'm not going to show you how to lather up. If you want, you can ask me to do it, and I can do a lathering video, tutorial or whatever. I'm not a pro or expert or a guru, but I've been wet shaving since 2012, and I got a new bowl. It's a coconut shell. So I bought at a store in Norway. It's called Normal. I think it's a Danish store actually. So if you have it in your country, you can buy it. I don't know if it holds water. It holds the water, but I don't know if it will be hurt by the water. But enough of that. But I'll try it. It costs like 24 crowns. Look. So you lather up, and now you have a good prep on your face. And you should have a good brush. Don't buy the cheapest brushes. They aren't always the best. Some of the more known brands or cheap brushes are good, but don't buy the cheapest one, in my opinion. Maybe some would say pasty, but it works for me. You can always experiment with water. Remember, just soap. You must use it with water, or it wouldn't work so well. So yeah, it's a long handle, nice knurling. A little bit like maybe similar to the Mercure 34C on the end there, but you don't screw on the end there, you just screw in the whole handle. So you make sure it's tight, and then you start. Maybe I should clean up a little bit. As to say, and if you have sideburns, you can clear the runways, as they say. So you soak it, or you rinse it a little bit hot water, so you don't have a hard steel on your face. So you start at the 30 to 45 degree angle. You can feel it. If you do like this, you won't be shaving, and if you do like this, you won't be shaving. So you start, and you don't want to do this, because then you can slice yourself. But you don't cut yourself much worse with this and other multi-bladed Schlett razors. So you start with short strokes, and when you use both sides of the razor, it has two-sided double edge, you can rinse it off. And what you want to be a little bit careful is, you don't use pressure with this razor. You just put it towards your face and then just glide it down, like so. So if you use pressure and you go over the curves, like here, you can cut yourself, and that's what my mistake when I started wet shaving. I cut myself, and also I bought a adjustable razor for the first time, and I didn't adjust it right, and it was a bloodbath. So short strokes, but lots of videos about it. just trying to tell you. And my regular viewers, they know everything about this. But if you're new and you're thinking about buying a safety razor, this is what you should start with. Short strokes. And I don't shave my mustache. If you want to shave, you must be navigated. Can be a little bit tricky. Sometimes you must move your nose out of the way, and also over here. Or if you have a big Adam's apple, you can try to stretch the skin over there, or you can swallow, and then you shave there. So that's the trick to it. Well, that's what I see in the videos. Anyway, so that was the first pass, and if you are new to wet shaving, maybe that should be enough. But if you haven't done it before, then you can ladder up for a second pass, because you won't get the smoothest shave if you chase that. You don't need to chase it. This is a very sociable, acceptable shave, not sticking out any growth. So this is the everyday shave. This is more than good enough in my opinion, but your mileage may vary, or your opinions on it. And then you can wet your face again. And then we're ready to ladder up for the second pass. I had to take care of something. So yeah, and we ladder up again, and taking a shower really helps to moisten the whiskers and makes them easier to cut. And if you're new to blades, these blades are a little bit cheaper. In wet shaving, it's soaps and razors if you want more razors, and that's what it costs. Especially if you begin to collect vintage razor and you like those. So blades are quite affordable, especially if you buy it like on Amazon or eBay, whichever, AliExpress. Blades are quite affordable compared to the blades of Gillette, which is pricey in my opinion, because they come out with new razors and the patents go out, they just come up with a new, or put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blades, and you don't want 5 blades struggling against your skin, especially not against the grain. That's what ruined it for me. I used a Pro Grinder and I never got a close shave. I didn't want to go against the grain. Never got a good shave. And the sticky cream on the fingers, this is no problem. This washes off so easily. So yeah. And I'm using the body brush, and the soap of today is Pro Razzle. Maybe as a new wet shaver, it's easier for you to start with creams. Work yourself onto soaps, but soaps aren't that hard either. There. Just rinse my fingers off, because when the fingers are full of soap, it's not so smart to hold the razor. It can slide out of your hand and then fall on the floor, and then you can risk breaking the whole thing. It happened to me. You rinse again. Yeah, so I like it. It gave me a close shave on the first pass. I really dig the long handle, even though I like shorter handle razors too. And I took maybe a little bit too long strokes. When you start out, use shorter strokes. I like clear it here so I can see, and my face is still moist, or how you say, wet, so it's no problem. And if you want better shaves when you start out, you should map your face. That means you should map the growth. So you let the hair growth grow out, and then you you go to the internet and you find a beard growth map, and you draw on the lines of your growth. So that really helps out. Of course, you can cut yourself with this one, even the knee. I've done this for quite a long time. Happens to me too, but it's not a big problem. You can use an alum block or use paper, like my father and my grandfather. They used Risla cigarette paper or toilet paper. So there, and you can reuse this if you like to. You don't need the rinse. So then we come. That was second pass, and if you want as a new wet shaver, you can do it. It might not irritate your skin too much or give you razor burn, but this pass that I'm moving on to now is something you shouldn't do first time. Maybe when you have gotten your routine down and you got muscle memory, then you can start doing against the grain to get really close and smooth shave. Even though now, yeah, it really did a really good job. I can feel a little bit hairs. And this gives me a close shave, or my channel solid shaves. Not perfect shaves, but solid. Nobody gets a perfect shave every time. Well, this is the last pass. I don't do anything more than that, and I don't always shave in the morning either. So there. Rinse the razor one more time, and then we go, some says, the money pass. For me, against the grain is there, on here, but on my neck it grows in so many different ways. So for a new wet shaver, I think the long handle can be really nice. I hold it like that. You put the pinky under to get a good, better grip, but you have quite good grip here. If you want even better grip with a little bit wet fingers, you can use an alum block and on your fingers, and then it will be even better grip. But it has nice knurling or grooves in the handle, so it's no problem. So yeah, I like the razor. For it has the most interesting case. Not all modern razors today comes with the cases, and that I think is really neat about this one. You can use it for travel, and you can even put in one more razor there if you like. Of course, there's many travel kits for razors, or razor kits. Or if you like old school like me, you can use an old school kit. So that's, I think, is really neat. And I also like that it has a really long handle. And it has their name on it, and that's cool. I don't mind that at all. That's kind of neat actually. So that was a close shave. I think maybe I scratched up a little bit here, but I only did something from before there. Yeah, that's close. Of course, I feel a little bit here. Nah, don't worry. My face is still moist and wet, slippery. No problem. If you need to do touch-ups. But for me, it's not always so important to get the really close shave here. Here is very close. But sometimes this is my trouble areas. So I just leave it alone, because if you go over too many times, it can give you irritation. Let me rinse off. I'll be right back. I'll be back. Now that was a close shave. So as I said, you can use this as pre-shave if you don't have. So I rinsed off, and the first was hot water or warm, and then cold to close the pores. And then you can use a skin product. There's many. This is the Pro Raso, and I will use some this Alcalado de Glacial Mental Splash that I won in a giveaway a long time ago. It doesn't. It's similar to the other American brand. I don't remember what it's called now. I will put it up. But it doesn't have super strong scent. Then we get a little sting, but not bad. That's it with the splashes, and helps to keep your face smelling good, and maybe closes pores too. And also, yeah, has alcohol, so it's good. But if you're not used to it, you can go a little bit more sparingly than me. Then I'm gonna use the Pro Raso. And that's usually more than enough. The pads. Ah, that smells good. That's what wet shaving, you know. When you use Gillette and you use that can foam, they don't have that much exciting scents. And, that's really what a lot of wet shaving say. Has a lot of good scents, and you don't throw away the razor. Well, you usually don't throw away the razor at Gillette either, unless they come with a new model, but you throw away the head on it, but here you don't. You just throw the bin the blade. And these blades will be good for 4 to 5 shaves, depends. Some people throw them after 1 or 2 shaves. I think that's a shame or sad because they last longer, but of course your mileage may vary, depends. And you want to clean up after yourself and dry the soap. Yeah, but I would go through everything. So my thoughts on this razor. I like it. It gave me a really close shave. I really love the case that it comes in. It's very good, solid, and I like the long handle. There's no problem with it. Alignment issues, in my opinion. This is the first time I try it. It's spot on, and so it's a really decent razor, in my opinion. And if I come over it and see the case, maybe I would buy it myself. But I didn't see it. See their website before later. So when you got your shaves down and your routine and you get muscle memory, you can try these blades, but be really careful. You can cork them. You use a cork carefully. So I like it. I like the razor. It's really efficient, good razor, as many others are. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Simple, honest, and I would recommend it, definitely, because it's a really good shaver. Long handle. Maybe the handle could be a little bit thicker, give you better grip, but there's no issues. I didn't drop it. I love the name, Sheffield and Earnest James. So yeah. So what do you think of my bowl? You like it? Okay, may you all have solid shaves and have a nice Easter. We will see you again soon in another shave, and then I won't be going short strokes and everything like that. Just for this video. Hope you like it. Thumbs up if you did, and thumbs down if you don't. It's entirely up to you. See you again soon.